what I like about Joey Badass is like.
You talking about the album Badass?
What you say?
You talking about the album Badass?
Yeah, before the ass, but it's actually before the money. But yeah, before the ass. And what I appreciate about Joey Badass though, he's a throwback rapper, but the difference to me and other quote unquote throwback rappers, it doesn't sound forced to me. You know, you have some dudes like, okay, I'm trying to relive or repackage the golden era or what I came up with. Here's a kid who wasn't really part of that era, but appreciate that sound, appreciate the lyrics and the substance. That here's my golden era, but for 2015, and it comes very organic. Because we hear artists, okay, I'm trying to get you that old school, I'm getting you that real hip hop. You listen to it's like you're garbage, you whack, and you're just using boom bap beats. Yeah, and you want us to be drawn in because you use a boom bap beat. You know, this comes back to this is MC here, and he could have easily fit in during the 90s. And he easily fits in this era because, granted, he's doing more of a throwback sound, but the younger generation gravitates toward him. Here's a guy with an independent release, no major backing, and debut top 5. Off the strength of his fans, off the strength of social media.
I thought Joey Badass, I thought he was a gimmick when he first came out.
Really?
Because, because I'm like, all right, see, he trying to like, because you know the underground, they got gimmicks too. You know what I'm saying? And I thought he was using that sound to kind of like penetrate through the walls and then do what he want to do. You know what I mean? Once he get in, but then he really, man, he stayed the course and he really kept it, you know, thorough. But his name, I hated his name.
I remember that's one thing you're like, I remember you listened to it. I remember I played one song. You're like, yo, I fuck with him, but his name, something with his name.
But I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it. Like listening to him, I get it.
And it's crazy because you think about this kid's like maybe 20, 21 now. He got on the scene about 17, and I remember the first video I'm seeing of him. He's at his high school, and you know the teacher's like, "Yeah, I heard he's rapping and stuff." The principal like, "Well, he's a rapper," you know, because here's a kid who pretty much dropped out of high school to pursue the rap career, and he took a gamble, and it's been paying off for him. Now I think he was on the Forbes list for like Prince earners.
I heard that.
So I mean, he definitely has a very strong following. That was Scarface. I mean, you're talking about a legend right here. You're talking about when you have like your Nas's, your DMX's, your Killer Mike's, listen, Scarface is not their favorite rapper or in their top 5. You know that he put in work, you know. And Deeply Rooted to me, it just took it back to that you know, the Scarface that a lot of us loved, you know, the storytelling, how he painted the pictures, you know. Now, some people might say, you know, I not paint pictures the same way Nas or Ghostface because he's not being descriptive, but I mean, you could actually feel it. Even you didn't live in that environment or in that essence, but you can just feel the pain that he's talking about, or even the love.
So you had a tie for your joint?
Yeah, it was tied between Scarface and Joey Badass for my number 5.
All right, well for me, you know, I got Scarface at my number 4, that Deeply Rooted joint.
You said number 4, you did number 5.
Well, 5 was Ken Starr for me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we did 5 that quick, man.
Yeah, that Deeply Rooted Scarface joint was crazy. I heard like the first 5 songs, and I'm like, you know what? This is either gonna be a classic or it's gonna be very good. And I'm not giving it a classic, but it's very good, very good.
I think towards the end, I don't want to say it was a forced track, but it was too many tracks to me. Like, okay, I gotta get the R&B hook or whatever. But the first maybe half, 2/3 of the album, you know, almost flawless.
Oh man, I mean, he just was coming with it, man.
Yeah,
coming with it.
Especially, I mean, the track Nas and Rick Ross. I mean, that was the very stellar track. Even Rick Ross showed up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that joint was solid. So I gotta give it Deeply Rooted. Actually, Deeply Rooted kind of beat out because see. The Prime Deluxe album came out this year.
It did, and the only reason I didn't put Prime in the list because to me it was still the main album outside maybe like 4 or 5 extra cuts, but to me it was still the same album. Right. You know, that's why I didn't kind of put that in my top 5. Right. Now, when we 2014, then that's gonna be a whole different ballpark.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. So you know, I gotta go Uncle Face, man. Number 4, Deeply Rooted. About you, Ray? You still rocking with us, Ray?
Hello?
Yeah.
My bad, I had the mute button on.
It's all good. Almighty the same thing.
Yeah, but number 4 this was also my slept on, which is Universal. I mean, I gave you guys the whole spiel before, but again, it was just And,
But he got the money, so.
Project. Yeah, I mean, he's good with the Fast and Furious franchise. Like, he can literally just make the music that he wants, like, you know.
Right.
But I mean, he had Crit on there. You know, Renzo put me on to Big Crit. You know, he has a nice feature with him on there. You know, produced by Mike Will. Again, it's an album I can genuinely play beginning to end. But that's my number 4.
I gotta pay attention. I gotta give him that Luda. I mean, when it came out, I saw that it came out, but I was just like, you know.
Most people were kind of done.
Right. All right, man. So we can slide to 3. Or Armand, man, jump in if you got anything that you feel like you want to present, man.
I got the I heard Dr. Dre John.
Wait a minute, he didn't do number 5 though.
Yeah, he only got many picks.
I probably only had 5.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. So.
I only had 5. I got Dr. Dre Compton, and it was okay. It wasn't like it was good, but it wasn't it wasn't like Chronic-ish or nothing like that.
So it
wasn't like that.
Or 2001.
But it was like, huh?
Or I said, or the 2001 John.
Yeah. So I got that. You know, that was cool. But you know, I basically paid homage to him.
Right.
You know, for still putting out some quality work. You know, but it wasn't nothing that I would tell y'all to rush out and go get or nothing. But compared to all the other stuff that was coming out, that was a quality piece right there.
I like that album a lot, actually, man. I mean, it wasn't in my top 5, but it took me a while to listen to it. What you say, bro?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I was just agreeing that it was another one that was good top to bottom. I liked it.
Yeah. You know what? I had to get used to his voice. You know what I mean? Because Dre was sounding different on there.
Because he's a jump with the new Ghost Riders. This is not Eminem anymore,
Right.
Not 50 or not whoever.
Definitely not DOC,
Right.
Yep.
But it was cool. I mean, I like that joint. You know what I mean? I like it.
You know what it is? It's like, usually now, I go off for like y'all. You know what I mean? Like it's like, let's say if Brandon or Zoe or Ray tell me something, like, yo, get this. I'm basing it off of that y'all know music. Right. You know, because I'm like, yo, if you tell me something hot, 9 times out of 10 the joint hot. If you wouldn't tell me to go check this out, and it's trash, you wouldn't tell me to do that. Right. So I kind of go off of what y'all be moving over the new stuff. I be out the loop with the new stuff. I'm still right now. My car still got the Roots, like the old Roots joint. It was Delph Half-Life. I got like AZ, Piece of a Man right now. So I be so far going in my car.
Love that album.
But when Brandon tell me something, I'll be on that new stuff when he'll send me something. It do be hot.
Yeah, you got to get that. This is not even 15, but you got to get that last Cormega album, yo.
Ooh, yeah.
Murder.
Oh yeah.
Murder.
He's another one. You just get his stuff on the strength.
Bro, and not to go too far off the tangent, but I think it's the best album of his whole career, man.
For real?
Yeah. That joint is wicked.
It is. And it's short, but straight to the point.
Right.
There's no filler tracks on that one.
Hey, man, so we sliding in number 3, top number 3 albums. Going, man, Odyssey. And he had an album called The Good Fight.
I remember I had a tie for number 5. Number 4. That's why I was looking at the countdown when we were like number 3. Hold up.
My bad.
Yeah, let me slide my number 4 in. Let me slide that.
Okay.
Number 4 for me, I'm going with Status Selector, Lucky Sevens. Another conversation me and Brandon had on the way here, and me and Ray talked about it. I mean, because on Facebook we're on this hip hop group, so Ray sometimes does like the hip hop albums for each quarter. But the Status Selector, and I was telling Brandon like he's the antithesis of DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled, you're like, okay, I'm about to get the Wayne, Jeezy feature track together. Like, he's the antithesis of that. I mean, that's the combinations he was able to put on there over the years, especially with Black Thought cameos throughout. But I mean, he got all the artists that we grew up and loved, and even the more current ones like the old Drew and of course Sean Price, Lil Fame, MLP, Royce on there, and his production game, like, because DJ Khaled, okay, he's a DJ, but he's not producing maybe none of the tracks at all. He's producing everything from top to bottom, using those samples that we grew up loving, and just hearing it, it's like refreshing. I mean, definitely an album worthy to check out. I mean, especially with the Bronson, Joey Badass, so he was able to bridge the gap between new school artists, old school artists, but have everybody happy.
Yeah, I think Static kind of took it back. Like, you know, you remember in the 90s we had like Funk Flex coming out with albums, and Pete Rock coming out with albums, and like, you know, DJ producer albums. And I think Static he's like the only one doing that now, really, in 2015.
Worth listening to, definitely.
They're doing a good job too.
Yeah. All right, man. So yeah, I kind of already gave mine away. But I went Odyssey, The Good Fight, very underrated MC. I've been on him probably since like 06, and you know, he just keeps getting better, man. Like, you know, I told Armand about Odyssey, and he's like I don't even compare him to like Drake, but he got a little bit of what Drake has. If Drake wasn't like corny, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the best way I can put it, man. But he's a producer and he's an MC, and at this point, he's good at both.
Yeah.
So.
And he just dropped an instrumental album.
I ain't know. This year?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
And the brother's moving.
Actually, you might as well make the 2016 picture. Remember us? We took at the last Odyssey show with him in the background, looking like, why did you take a picture of my performance?
Right.
Type deal.
Right.
But not to jump on you, but that's also my number 3. Odyssey, The Good Fight. And you know what's beautiful about Odyssey? None of his projects really sound alike. So and it's like, cause it kind of took me a couple spins really to indulge in this album, because it was different from the previous one. I was stuck, the last Jones and even the one before this. And you put me on, and I remember you were like, yeah, you started with Jazzy Jeff. I'm hearing them like, here's a rapper. If you know, if one of our homeboys was rapping, but it made some type of shine. This is who we would be. Yeah. And I mean, this album here, you saw a lot of growth, you saw a lot of maturity on the album. He took more risks as far as exposing himself, as far as I'm very introverted, you know. So me being an introvert, I can relate to stuff where he had the line talking about, you know, my dudes want me to go out, but I'd rather just, you know, be playing PS4 right now. I'm not really trying to be out on that scene. I can relate to that because there's been times where people are like, let's do this, that, and the third. I'm like, man, I'm Netflix and chill by myself. Right. You know, I'm cool. You know what I mean? And it's refreshing hearing somebody who speaks and that I can automatically relate to, especially as you come into older age now. Mm-hmm. And you talk about MC live performances, whether it's with a DJ or a band.
He do it.
Versatile, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. What about you, Ray, for your number 3?
Oh, is it me or?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray Allah.
Actually, the number 3, you guys put it earlier, is the Joey Badass album. I love how East Coast, how New York that album sounds. Like, there's been plenty of artists before him who have definitely tried to like keep the 90s thing going, but I've always felt like they were just kind of doing an imitation of it. Right. You know what I mean? The 90s weren't imitating anybody. The 90s was being true to itself. So whether it was the jazz samples, the soul samples, whatever, you know, it was being true to itself. However, when Joey Badass put, you know, his projects, the sound, I mean, it sounds like it could have came out in the 90s and have been well received. And it came out now, 2015, and it doesn't sound dated. That's like the first project I've heard that it sounds completely New York mid-90s and doesn't sound dated at all. Like, I love the way this project sounds, you know. And again, he's only 21. You know, he's not wasting time on these tracks. He's another one that's putting together a nice, cohesive project. You know, he's not just trying to get the iTunes, single song sale. You know, and he's an independent artist. He refused to sign to Rock Nation. He might have wound up in the Jay Electronica boat.
Yeah.
And
he turned it down.
And he sold, and he managed to clear $100K on an independent album.